was a time when Pepsi was a flavoured ice treat that we indulged in after school. Tattoos were small little stickers that you could stick anywhere on your body and show off. Finger fries were these ring-like fryums that we enjoyed putting on our fingers and eating. We loved acting grown-up with phantom cigarette candies. And of course, playing actually meant running outdoors. Reminiscing the good old 90s, today Simbly Chumma is listing out the top 10 things that teenagers today won't get at all. Before we get on with the list, a look at the missed by that much segment. Rol.a. When cola drinks entered the market, they were considered an elite drink. Cool drinks were for adults and that too only for special occasions. So when Parle came out with Rol.a, the solid cola candy, children were thrilled. The candy was really tasty and perfected the cola taste. In fact, we even dissolved some in water to make Coca-Cola. Number 10. Encyclopedias and CDs. Google has completely revolutionized the quest for knowledge and information. In fact, Google has become the commonly used term for finding information using the internet. Well, before this technology came about, encyclopedias in the form of bulky books and volumes of CDs were our only source of information. Number 9. Testimonials. 20 years back, the last year of school brought out slam books in all formats and colors. Basically, these books were ways to record information about our friends, their interests, likes, hobbies, etc. and also get their emotional and funny testimonials about us. People took pride in filling books after books and actually held on to them for decades, if not lifetimes. A decade later, in the pre-Facebook era, Orkut became a rage. It was the first social media platform of its kind. Professing how amazing your friends are via Orkut testimonials became the biggest social media activity. The more testimonials you had, the cooler and more popular you were. Number 8. Music on tapes and CDs. Did you know that before MP3 players, iPods and hard disks, music tapes and CDs were the way we stored our music? CDs, mind you, not DVDs, allowed 13 songs, while tapes allowed 8 to 12 songs only. Moreover, we had to set aside huge amounts of space specifically for these tapes and CDs in our homes. Number 7. Learning lyrics. Finding the lyrics of your favorite song and memorizing it is super easy today. Loads of websites serve you that information at the click of a button. Well, things were not that easy for music lovers some years ago. We had to listen to songs multiple times, often rewinding the tapes to write down the lyrics and memorize them. Sometimes in the process, the tape would get stuck as spools of tape would hang out. It was the pencil to our rescue at that time. If you were lucky, some music album CDs would include a printed booklet of the lyrics, especially English albums. What fun it was singing along with the lyrics in hand. Number 6. Directory. Phones today have made the contact list really simple and easy. It is extremely easy to get someone's contact number and save it for future use. There was a time when the only way to get someone's number was to find it in the fattest book in our homes, as in the telephone directory. And that was just for local numbers. Often, we wrote down numbers of friends and relatives in our diaries or memorized them. Number 5. Book cricket. Whatever be the time period, students are bound to find classrooms boring at some point or the other. With no cell phones to our rescue, book cricket was our favorite pastime. Just open a book and the page number was the number of runs scored. As simple as that. A game for two, no sounds made, and no way of being caught by the teacher. Number 4. Television. When television was first introduced in India, it came along with an aluminium antenna which had to be rotated to the right angle to receive signal. It was a common sight to have people having loud conversations between the home and terrace while adjusting the antenna. And often rain and windstorms would change the angle and spoil the reception. Number 3. Cameras. Today, every cell phone owner can click away pictures at his will. In fact, phones are used more as cameras. But there was a time when cameras were a luxury, and those who owned it were really well-to-do. It was not just the device that was expensive. There were no digital chips. The roll of the film that recorded the image was pricey too, and each roll had a limit of 32 images that could be recorded. No LCD monitors to see if you got the framing or focus right. Number 2. Cell phones. Owning a telephone was a matter of status and pride. Only high-level officers were allotted telephones by the company. If you owned a cordless set, you surely were rich. In such a scenario, cell phones spelled indulgence. These devices did not have QWERTY keypads, no LCD displays, no cameras. You needed to press a button multiple times to type a single letter. Flip phones were for the elite. You actually flipped open to view the screen. And the most common message flashing on the phone's display was no space for new messages. Number 1. Maggi. Just 2 minutes. That's all it took for us to be sold on Maggi. Noodles at home and made so easily. It was and is still one of our favorite foods. Only special occasions warranted Maggi as packed lunch for school. So what if it had become a coagulated mass in the shape of our lunch box with water droplets covering the lid? It was still Maggi, and that was one day when we were not so generous with our lunch. What do you think of this list? Share it with your friends and family and see the nostalgic memories flow. If there are more such things or memories that you can think of, share it with us in the comments below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. For more interesting and entertaining videos, stay tuned to Simbly Chumma.